Hello and a very warm welcome to the Insider SA, your guide to living better. Join us today as we open up to new worlds and celebrate South African gems. Visit the small town of Parys in the Free State with actress Jo-Anne Reyneke and her children. See how rugby player Seabelo Senatla has broadened his horizons into the world of wine. Find out how Dr. Khanyile uses social media to communicate health resources to her followers. Experience the beauty of KZN at Montusi Mountain Lodge with Anthony Sikanadze and Bongs Ndima. And learn how the hashtag Make a Difference initiative together with K.O is coming together to help communities in need. To experience a South African gem in the Free State, we invited actress Jo-Anne Reyneke and her two children, Uvolwetu and Ilake, to visit the small town of Parys. Situated on a game reserve on the banks of the Vaal River, the De Mooi Boutique venue is one of its treasures.
De Mooi is situated in the Vredefort Dome, just outside of Parys, on the banks of the Vaal River. We're in a nature estate. You can see the setting is quite lovely. It's a lovely place for family and friends to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city and just be in nature. The design of the house was done by the owner. So one of her talents, many talents, is to do the interior decorating. It's a combination of their experiences all over the world and what she's seen and liked. Light coming in, open doors, big area spaces for family to enjoy each other in. So it's definitely set up for a family or a big group that have lots of space to spend time together.
Award-winning actress Jo-Anne Reyneke was born in Pietermaritzburg and fell in love with the stage at a young age. She made a name for herself on popular shows Muvhango and Rhythm City and is now one of the leads in the estate.
Right guys, who's going to make some pizza?
Us!
Cool.
Please! Life as a busy actress and mother, it can get hectic sometimes, but it's always good problems. Having a job right now in this climate and a lot of actors being stuck at home. So I'm grateful, and as a single mother to my two babies, I have no choice but to work. And it's these moments when we get to escape the industry and Johannesburg and come to a beautiful hidden nook like this with my babies. And we just kind of forget everything, don't we? Are you having fun here? You like it?
We even get to spend time with her, always, every single morning.
At night?
But even at night. You snore at night.
How?
I snore at night. The last time we took a video of me sleeping I heard you snoring.
Don't do that to your brother. Now everyone's gonna know at school that he snores. How's it going?
Mine's huge. Good. I like making pizzas because they're delicious and cheap.
And peasy. And peasy. It's supposed to be cheesy.
Which one's number one? Which one's the best?
Mine is the best. I'm just saying. Mine is the best. Yours looks the best, but mine is gonna taste the best.
Okay. I have no choice but to pick both of you.
Oh, thank you. Get the piece you want to taste. Are you ready? Cheers. Pizza, cheers.
Mine's cheesy.
I'm not being biased, but mine is the best.
Being on the banks of the Vaal River makes this the ideal place to try some fishing.
I don't want to eat the poor fish.
But we eat fish all the time. That's what sushi's made of. Almost playing a trick on them. As soon as they eat that, we eat them. Wow.
But my mom's scared for the poor fish.
Why? So you only like the fish from the store?
Heading out for a day of adventure, they're joined by Jo-Anne's friend and manager, Catherine Sigio. On the agenda for today, abseiling and quad biking.
Yeah! This is such a thrill. Inganyase is on top of quad bikes, guys. From here, me and my friend Miss Catherine, we're going abseiling. We're dropping from the sky down to the ground. And South Africa's got so many things to offer, some activities like this in the nature. But we end up only sitting indoors. And that is actually, it's counterproductive to bring a human on this planet. So, Parys, get used to me.
Hi, my name is Catherine, and I'm here hanging out with one of my favorite people, Jo-Anne Reyneke. She is just like the life of the party. Anywhere you go, it's an adventure. Day in, day out. I'm really excited to this. She's got me doing some abseiling stuff. I didn't sign up for it, but we're here now, and it's adventure time. Parys is just delicious. It's just beautiful.
The abseiling adventure takes place down Vredefort Quarry, an old granite quarry with panoramic views of the Vredefort Dome.
Sanbona.
Hello.
Ninjani Puti.
Watching yourself?
Put your enemy in some
Good.
elbow.
Here we go.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
Sit.
Very
Tavo,
nice to meet you.
that's my name.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
We are so
Really
excited.
nice.
How long is our jump and what should we not do and what should we
Okay.
definitely do?
So basically it's about 45 meters long. So I'm gonna dress you guys up and then what you need to do, so legs apart at all times. Keep on hold on to your rope. Kingsley will be there at the bottom and then will be happy days.
I'm not scared.
I'm ready to get dressed, please. I would definitely call myself an adrenaline junkie. Ever since I was a kid, heights have just never scared me. Like, I was always found on top of the roof or the tree or the highest point that I could find. So I'm very excited. How are you feeling?
That there.
How are you
I mean, I'm not necessarily scared of heights. I think my biggest fear is like not getting the instructions right and going down and like breaking an elbow. Do you know what I mean?
I will go first
She will
and
lead
show
by
her
example.
how it's supposed
How
to be
not
done.
to do it.
Yeah, it's fine. She's a scaredy cat and I'm
I am
not.
not.
So, my sense of adventure has helped me quite a lot in life because when you're an actor, you're basically lending your body to tell the other person's story. So if your character has to jump into deep water, you, Jo-Anne, have to do it for that character. And I've never been scared of a lot of things. So being adventurous helps you want to do the job really well and with no fear. But also just my thesis in life is if you're fearful, you'll never get anywhere. So I take life by the horns. Life is exciting and it's short, so live it wildly. I just got down from abseiling down that amazing cliff. It's scary, I'm not gonna lie, but if you listen and you do the instructions properly, you go down quite easily. Like, Amahanes wakhona, they're really strong. I think the hardest part is the leaning back. It's almost like a trust fall. You have to trust the people and the ropes that they will catch you. And then if you do not spread your legs, you will fly and smack yourself on the side of the mountain. I'm hoping Catherine will be able to keep her legs open and trust the rope. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm so happy I did this, guys. Okay, sorry, Catherine's coming down. Sorry. Go, Kath! Woo!
I did it.
You did it, girl!
I left some skin behind, but I did it.
Askisi.
It's a lot harder than what you actually think it is.
If you need to keep the legs apart thing,
I
right?
mean, that's why I smacked the wall. I was like,
You did really well, though.
Next, a tour of the Vredefort Dome to learn about the incredible natural history of the area.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Hi there.
Elbows.
Hi there.
hi, how are you?
What are we
Welcome.
doing?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a dome tour.
Okay.
And the dome tour consists of me telling you the story of what happened here, where a meteorite impacted some 3 billion years ago. And then the nice part is, we're gonna climb onto this vehicle, we're gonna drive up the mountain, we're gonna climb a total of 230 meters to get to the top.
Oh, wow.
And that's basically the ring structure of the impact of the meteorite. Now once we're there, we'll be able to look down to see what is today called the central impact zone, but if you want to, the crater. And then you can see the crater and the ring and everything, and it makes a nice picture.
Christo, please could you educate us about this wonderful site?
Where we are, we're on top of the first ring structure of an impact of a meteorite that landed some 30 kilometers from here in the center. And that meteorite was probably the size of Table Mountain.
Wow.
It came in 2 billion years ago, before there was life on Earth. Now, the fact that it is a meteorite impact structure is only about 30 years old. So only about 30 years ago did they get sufficient evidence to say, we now accept this is a meteorite impact structure.
These are the billion-old rocks.
Yeah, these are called quartzite. They are about 2.7 billion years old. They were most probably about 20 kilometers deep into the Earth before the impact. Now today, they're lying on surface. But if people want to see the crater or the hole,
Yes.
I say to them, that's the hole.
That is so
And it's
beautiful.
massive. It's
It's
60
big.
kilometers across.
Wow. Amazing.
But where we're standing now
Yes.
is a Tswana cattle kraal.
Okay.
The Tswana people most probably, they don't know exactly,
Yeah.
entered this area probably 600 years ago.
Oh.
And then they settled themselves in these mountains,
Okay.
and they built kraals for their cattle. Now this was a cattle kraal, an ancient cattle kraal. They would use the material, the local material, the rocks, and they would make a ring structure, and it's about that high.
Is that why that one's a bit
yeah,
higher
you
on
can,
that
you can
side?
see how high it is.
Right.
And then they would bring their cattle in here at night.
Would you find these rocks at the center of the impact?
No,
They're just this
They're
side.
just unique
Now,
to here?
the bottom there, all of what you see there is granite.
Okay.
Now, the granite is a basement rock, and the granite was made when volcanoes were active in the formation of the Earth. That's why, worldwide, this place is renowned for its geology.
Vredefort Dome site.
World
Impact
Heritage
site.
Site.
It is packed with history, and I had no idea that a meteorite ever hit in South Africa. Over 2 billion years ago.
Yeah.
And to stand up here, just one-on-one with God almost.
I think Uvo said it so nicely earlier. She was just like, look
Look
at
at God's
God's creation. Definitely coming back.
Ay.
Absolutely.
Mama,
Hey.
look at this. Hey, lean with it.
Rock with it. Hey.
Lean with it.
Coming up, see how rugby player Seabelo Senatla is increasing his strength and agility and broadening his career path.
To do great things, you need a certain type of attitude and the power to make it happen. Mountains are there to be conquered, and I'm here to conquer. I feel like me and Amarok are intertwined because of that quietly confident approach to life. When you know your power, you can go anywhere and be anything. My name is Seabelo Senatla, professional rugby player and Amarok Ambassador. But sometimes my greatest opposition is my mind.
Seabelo Senatla is a South African rugby player from Welkom. This bronze medalist with the Blitzbokke is known for his pace on the field. Having collaborated with VW Commercial Vehicles as Amarok brand ambassador and as a businessman with his own wine, Seabelo is always working to improve his mental and physical strength and his career agility.
I'm currently playing for the Stormers, the DHL Stormers. I've recently transitioned into focusing on 50-man rugby, coming from a sevens background. I've always been very unconventional in my training. And I saw this gym as that. When I stepped in, I was like, okay, this is very minimalistic. So how do you guys train? And they got into it. So simply we do a lot of single work, hinge work. We do a lot of mobility stuff, because the more mobile I am, the more efficient I'm going to be in my movement. So that's something that's very important to me. We hardly do heavy weights. Everything is almost like single-legged, hinged, a lot of posterior work, which is where you get the speed and power from. And mobility was the biggest thing for me as well.
The reason we connect is because he's a very deep, thoughtful, introspective person. And so for me, training the high-level athletes like this, like peeling the onion back, you know, you kind of have to get those deep inside those layers. And I think what I was able to do was help him to get his confidence back. We've certainly got his speed back. I think he's faster than he's ever been. And that's where most of his confidence is going to come from. And I think it's just really kind of making him an all-round athlete and preparing him for what comes next in his career. And I've got no doubt he's going to be a Springbok. I think he's destined for great things once again.
Sevens is more of a very highly conditioning type of game when you need more cardiovascular fitness, and 15s is more content-based. So it's quite important for me to also realize that in sevens there's a lot of space and a lot of movement that you can move in, there's a lot of room to move in, and 15s not so much. So my biggest work-ons right now is to try and get my acceleration better, so that I get the advantage when I go into a place where I'm flustered and there's no space. I can move a little bit better and be more efficient in the space, and obviously try to get momentum or try to make line breaks. All right, now we're done with the training. That is always a whole lot of fun. Now to go do something different. Let's go.
Along with becoming a VW Amarok brand ambassador, Seabelo is also an entrepreneur who started in the wine business.
The reason why I got into wine primarily was obviously to cater for my after rugby life. I was thinking, you know, rugby is not forever and I should have something that's gonna pretty much continue when the rugby subsides. But the reason why I actually started the wine, finding out later, is to let people know that celebrating it should be a part of life. We go through life and we win, and we kind of like go to the next ones, like, oh, what's next, without taking a moment. So Glory is one of those ones that tell you, hey, sit down, relax, enjoy this moment before you think about the next opportunity. That's what Glory is. It's literally not my story, but your story. The journey to getting into wine has been somewhat difficult, as one would expect. Entrepreneurship is something that's not easy. It's pushed me to be a different person, to think differently. One doesn't have all the resources of a big company, right? A small brand starting out in a very competitive market. It's a different challenge to me. It's not in the field. You have to maneuver differently and you have to figure out new ways to moving. There's a lot that crosses over into business when you do your sport, but essentially it's something that's very different, which is something that really excites me, to be quite honest. Now that business is well taken care of, it's time to go chill out with some friends, celebrate with some good food, good wine, and obviously good company.
Surrounded by stunning views, this popular restaurant has partnered with Seabelo to offer a food and wine pairing.
Chef's Warehouse Twala Atlantic is a fine dining restaurant, tapas inspired, 8 dishes inspired around our local cuisine and being on the ocean in the Twala Atlantic Lodge. We try and draw inspiration from the ocean, and you'll see that a lot in our seafood dishes and a lot of the dishes that we curate here on the menu. Seabelo Senatla's lovely wine, nice strong grape varietals, so strong red blend. The dishes we paired with that are our Asiata beetroots. So we have a char-grilled oyster mushroom ragu at the base of the plate with roast avalanche beetroots. We've then done baby beetroots in a glacier style, some honey and chicken stock reduced down. Top that off with sliced fennel, some sliced king oyster mushrooms, and some dehydrated shiitake mushroom shavings over the top. And then we have our main quail dish. So we start the dish with our celeriac puree. Then we have our celeriac remoulade with creme fraiche and some crispy quail leg, fresh summer truffles, and we finish that off with a quail and truffle jus. The last dish that we pair with the wine is corn risotto, which we have a corn paste that we've done with mascarpone and miso paste. Finish that off with some popped sorghum and some popcorn dust and some corn brown butter just to finish the dish off.
Seabelo has a positive impact on those around him, including fellow professional Damian Willemse.
So yeah, to me, Seabelo has always been a role model to me personally, since growing up, you know, playing rugby and looking up towards him. He's been a leader for always, like someone standing out, being innovative, you know, being himself in his own way, being unique, and that's what I love about him. He always expresses himself. He's a great man, someone who always leads by example. So yeah.
Seabelo's partner, model Simone Tienerson, is one of his most ardent supporters.
Our mutual friend was Sia Police, right? Sia knew the both of us, and Sia was like, yo, I have this chick that I want to introduce you to. But yeah, I called her, and we had a conversation, and that's how I got to, ask the number. I asked for a number on Sia's phone, and she says, yeah. And we chatted for a bit, after chatting on the phone, and I asked her on a date the next day. I did well. We're still here.
Yeah, we're still here.
Thank you guys for joining me today. It's been an incredible time, like always. So let's enjoy this moment and obviously take it forward into more exciting times for all of us. May it be glorious.
Seabelo Senatla is a South African gem and a legend in the making, proudly championing the power of positive thought, talent and commitment. Coming up, spend a day with Dr. Khanyile to see how she manages her busy schedule and maintains a balanced life with her family.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
South African medical doctor, mental health advocate and new mom, Dr. Nokukhanya Kanyele, invites us into her busy world to show us how she maintains a balanced lifestyle while using her social media to communicate useful information to her followers.
Good morning, the Insider SA, and welcome to my home. I'm Dr. Nokukhanya Kanyele, and I'm so excited to show you what a kind of typical day in the life looks like. With Vodacom Red VIP, I'm going to show you how I integrate all the things I have to do in a day. So let's go check it out.
Dr. Kanyele is a change maker and keynote speaker who has built a following of almost 200,000 on Instagram, which she uses for good to communicate important messages about our health.
One of the cool things that I really love about my mornings is that hubby goes to work, and before baby wakes up, I have a little bit of alone time. So I love opening up my Bible app so that I can really get my mind into the frame that I need to conquer my day. I listen to some music on YouTube, really get some feel-good vibes going. But before I do that, I want to show you some really cool features that are on the Vodacom app. When I open the app, you'll find that I'm able to check my balances, see how much data I left, which is really important because there's a lot of content that I have to shoot today and some important calls that I need to make. But also, when my family and friends can't call me, I'm able to send them data so that they'll always be able to connect with my family and I. Oh, I forgot to do my good morning post. Let's not forget that. Good morning, everybody. It is a Monday. It is my favorite day of the week. Y'all must have a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. Know what I'm saying? Currently, I'm working towards a specialization in pediatrics. The reason I chose pediatrics and working with kids is because they're incredibly resilient. They're able to bounce back from everything, be it sickness or just a bad mood. They teach me how to be a better person every day, and I really love that. One way that I keep connected to my patients, especially now that I'm working from home, is with the incredibly fast 5G line from Vodacom's Red VIP package. So the way that I connect is by hotspotting myself from my laptop using my phone. So with the 100 gigs that I get, I'm able to make sure that I can get the information across. So that's either Zoom calls, meetings that I need to go onto, sometimes even using FaceTime, but really importantly, IG Lives that I host via my Mental Matters platform so that I can share information and make sure that people can see good clarity images.
Hubby Letlotlo Lenake, a sports and car enthusiast, is a supporting partner who helps encourage a balanced lifestyle in their relationship.
Working with hubby is not so bad. He's not a bad partner at all. He's actually more committed and dedicated than I am. So it's really nice because he helps keep me focused. But the other really great thing is that we check in each other. So we get to help remind each other to eat, to take breaks, and to make sure that we're not getting too stuck into our days. Food time. Come, let's go. If you're working at home, make sure that you get time away from your desk So every now and then, step away from the desk, go outside. It's lovely days sometimes, especially here in Johannesburg. We get some sunshine at about midday. So use about 20 minutes of your day just to really take in that air. That vitamin D that you get from the sunshine is going to help improve your mood. And also make sure that you have like snacks around your desk so that you're not always running and eating the biggest meal with the most amount of calories that you can find.
Being a mom has given new meaning to her life, but can also be a challenge needing plenty of attention.
This is Diepollo. She is now 10 weeks old. Very, very busy and active. I'm so blessed to have her around. She's made me like a better person. Yes, darling. And it's just such an incredible experience to see her grow every single day and just have another person here keeping us very, very busy. One thing that we have to do every single day because baby's awake now, yes, is call Nana. So if we don't call Nana, we're gonna be in big trouble. Oh yes, we're gonna call her now. Siri! Say hi, Nana. It feels overwhelming at times, but I'm really lucky that I've got a lot of help in the form of Dad, and also my family and friends who just really support me, and I love keeping in touch with them as often as I can. Can you say bye, Nana? Bye, Nana.
The benefits of social media allow Dr. Kanyele to speak easily and directly to South Africans keen to access her expertise on a range of medical matters.
Hey there, South Africa. It's Dr. Nokukhanya Khanyile here. We've been through such a tough time with COVID-19. I just want to ask that you take some time today to take care of yourself. Put yourself first. If you cannot pour from your own filled cup, how are you going to pour into other people's cups? Social media is something that I didn't really use for business before, but it started out as just fun, updating people about my day. Now I use it as a business tool. I use it as something I can effect social change with through mental matters and also myself as a medical doctor and a mom. It's really incredible in this digital age that I'm able to help people in their homes and also have a lot of fun with all the jokes and the stupid things I do from day to day. Hey, Habsy. How do you make water bouncier?
I don't know how.
Use spring water. People have responded to me on social media. It's so incredible to see how via my DMs or via my inboxes and emails, how I've been able to affect that change and how I've touched their lives. Some of the stories that I've gotten back are incredible and it really affirms me and keeps me going.
Keeping her body healthy helps promote holistic vitality, improving her overall well-being.
Time for exercise. So having a baby, I've been very keen on making sure that my body is strong, that I was able to have the baby, but now losing the baby weight is the goal. I am so glad that Vodacom helped me get one of these goodies as part of my upgrade, which is the Apple Watch, so that I'm able to keep track of all of my workouts. I'm also gonna simulcast this guy. Wave Uncle Watson! Everybody who follows me on social media knows Uncle Watson. Onto the TV. Cool.
All right, are you ready to go?
I am. Let's go. Oh wait, sorry Watson. I just need to do this quickly so I can choose the kind of workout that I'm gonna do. And what I really love about it is that it measures my heart rate, it can track the amount of kilocalories, the time, I can control the music, and okay, let's get into it. Sorry Watson. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
48, 49, 50. Whew. 134 beats per minute, that's not bad. So it's the end of the day and I am very, very hungry. I'm gonna put on a video to get some ideas for recipes. Yeah, you can do something.
I'll do something. Always having the camera in my face, it takes a lot of getting used to, you know, because I'm also a person who likes a little bit of privacy. Because of the person that Nokukhanya is, you kind of also just have to deal with it and go ahead with it and make do best as it is right now. Look, I'm enjoying it. There's parts of it that probably I'll never get used to, but it's good. Nokukhanya, when she's on camera, she's a natural. It's clear for everyone to see. The vibrance that she brings, you know, when she's having conversation, when she goes and, you know, it inspires people on her social media. It just comes so naturally to her and she must just keep going and she's an inspiration to us all.
Habsy, are you playing or are you helping me?
Nokukhanya now being a part of Red VIP, I think it enables her to do a lot more of the things she does so well. Reaching out and being, as her name says, a light and shining her personal light onto the world. So Red VIP definitely helping her to be that enabler of who she is as a person and what she wants to be going forward as a professional.
Hubsy, I can hear baby crying. Thank you for coming into our home today. The Vodacom Red experience allows me to be on the go and do all the things I need to do. Hubsy's gonna take over here and I'm gonna go and wash baby. Thank you so much. Bye.
Hubs, you can't leave me alone.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Experience Red and unlock more with Vodacom Red. Stand a chance to win one of 10 10-gig data bundles courtesy of @Vodacom. To enter, find the Vodacom post on the Insider SA social pages and comment on the post, telling us what Vodacom Red plan you are on or would like to upgrade to. Competition closes at midnight on Saturday the 28th of August. Winners will be announced on Expresso on Monday morning, 30th August. Coming up, experience the beauty of Montusi Lodge and stand a chance of winning a KZN getaway worth 13,000 Rand.
Insider SA, connected by Vodacom Red. Switch to a new Vodacom Red plan to unlock more.
Discovering the tranquility of KZN's natural beauty, we head out to this gem of the northern Drakensberg, Montusi Mountain Lodge with Anthony Sikanadze and Bongs Ndima.
Montusi was developed by my parents, Anthony and Jean Cart. They bought this property in 1994 when it was an abandoned farm. Although it was a complete mess on the property, they always had this amazing view of the amphitheatre and the Drakensberg Mountains to inspire them to develop something really special here. The most important thing about Montusi as a development is that it is cohesive with the environment. So we've used thatch as our roofing material, we've only got down lighting, we've tried to blend in with the landscape as much as possible, so that filters through to every aspect of the lodge. When guests come to Montusi, they can expect a completely peaceful, relaxing environment where they can extend themselves physically and do hikes and horse riding and mountain biking. The best part is that there's no pressure to do anything. So you can sit on the veranda, look at the mountains, the light's changing all the time, so there's always something different to see, as well as the birds. These aloes behind us, particularly at this time of year, are a huge draw card for birders. That is a lovely opportunity for photography, as well as just watching them, because they're really entertaining.
I've never been to the Drakensberg before, but my first impression of coming here is just wow.
It's breathtaking. I don't want to lie. The ambience, everything is amazing. The views are to die for.
Been treated with a warm, warm welcome. All of the rooms are kitted out with a nice fireplace. And that was one thing that I was afraid of, was we were going to be cold out here in the Drakensberg, but the whole lodge is just absolutely beautiful.
It's
you
amazing.
Walk around here.
There's even a swimming pool.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you want to go for it, huh?
Yeah, let's go. Being the first runner-up for Mr. World South Africa has been an absolute privilege. Going up against such top quality men was a big challenge. I didn't think I'll make it this far, but I'm here today and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Well, being part of the Mr. Gay World South Africa, for me, it was just amazing. I don't want to lie. I was scared a bit. For me, it was literally like my coming out party. With the whole LGBTI being on a national platform, I think it just raised a lot of eyebrows for people that have seen me on TV before. Family-wise, we're very supportive. But I'm happy overall about how I actually transformed over the past couple of weeks when we got involved with the whole show. And coming the first runner-up, for me, was the biggest achievement. I would have loved to win, obviously, but I'm also happy for the winner. I think he's well-deserving. So overall, I'm happy.
As a personal trainer and fitness enthusiast, Anthony is an advocate for a natural approach.
Natural bodybuilding is a term that people need to understand correctly. In natural, we mean non-steroidal. And it's a passion of mine that I've learned to love, and it's been a long journey, but it means a lot to me because it showcases the work that I put into my body and into my mind.
The northern Drakensberg is surrounded by waterfalls and rock pools, ideal for summer swimming. The Montusi mountain caves are also home to the art of our ancestors.
So are there any Bushman paintings around?
Yes, we still have like the paintings that are still remaining here, even though some of them are being like destroyed by different weathers. But up there, we do have like 2 Bushmen with their bow and arrows, and the one at the front is like, it's having an antelope on her shoulder there. But we still have like, on my far left there is a painting for the eland, just the head of eland. It can be 8 or 9 of them. So these guys, they normally do this painting using the egg of an ostrich. They cut it in half, so they use that shell as a container. So inside that container, they're going to put the urine, animal fat, and the blood. That's the primary mixture. So in order for them to change the colors, that's where they use the ochre, the rock. They take the yellow, white, or black ochre, or else they go into trees to find the red and black berries. That's how they do their paintings up here.
The Bushman paintings are very interesting. To think that this was something that was done years and years ago, and it still exists today. And it shows that art can exist forever. No matter where it is, you'll still be able to appreciate someone's art.
The creativity behind it, you know, the mixing of natural stuff to get the painting, that's just impressive.
Feeling a deep sense of connection to nature and the history of man, the guys reflect on the significance of their own identity.
Culture means basically knowing where you come from, maybe how your ancestors grew. But I think right now we are all a part of kaleidoscope, you know. And it's just people coming together, you know, just learning from each other, learning about his language, him learning about my language, and basically just coexisting.
Culture is knowing where you come from, but also learning how to integrate with a lot of people in that. My background is very mixed in that it's from Zim to Malawi to South Africa. So I think it's important that we actually understand that there's many cultures that exist in the world today, and we need to coexist together. So we need to integrate.
Not far from the Montusi Mountain Lodge, thrill seekers are attracted by the activities on offer at All Out Adventures.
The adventure activities at All Out Adventures are quite unique, and they're inspired from a 10-year professional skiing career and flying trapeze. And today, Bongs and Anthony are going to get a chance to do something that most people don't in life, is to try to make a catch on the flying trapeze. And also, a very extraordinary thing that most people thought they'd never be able to do is to free fall 17 meters and then get caught by a series of ropes just before you hit the ground. So we're looking forward to the look on their face when they experience these.
I've never done it in my life, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, the king swing. If the climb to the top of the platform that's 20 meters high is not enough, then the instructors are going to connect 3 ropes to your 2 harnesses, and they're also going to say hep. When they say hep, you're going to have to jump off with both feet at the same time, and that's not a normal experience. And you're going to drop. You'll free fall and then swing.
Excited, scared, all of the above. Just, let's do it though.
Here you go.
Well, for me, adventure started a long time ago when I was a kid. I think the reason why I love adventure is just personal growth. Because every time I do something, whether it's bungee jumping or skydiving or whatever, I always feel like I just achieved something, and it also boosts my confidence as well. Look, it's 20 meters high. So that's like, it's high. It's high enough, I think, for anyone to get scared. I'm not really worried though. The guys have assured us that the place is safe. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, like. Yes, yes.
My foundation is BN Foundation, which is Bongs Ndima Foundation. It's a mental health support foundation which was formulated basically to support young boys all the way to adults. Then someone will ask me why men specifically. Men, I just feel like right now, a lot of us are actually under a lot of pressure. And the whole patriarchy upbringing, which taught a boy child to be strong, not to cry, to always toughen up, I think it's what has caused most of us to grow up with this hardened heart, which makes most of us to lack empathy. And I think it's probably the biggest reason why there's a high rate of gender-based violence. So we're trying to address all those issues by bringing awareness around the whole issue of mental health.
One of the activities on offer here is a helicopter flip, with panoramic views of the surrounding northern Drakensberg and amphitheatre escarpment.
Hey, welcome gentlemen. Okay, so what we're going to do this trip is we're going to route from Dragon Peaks towards Belpark Dam. From Belpark Dam we're going to route past Almerdal Airfield towards the south, the Njasuti area. We're going to go up Wonder Valley, and we're going to turn around and route down Yonkozana Valley towards the Littleburg Ridge for landing.
Heights are something that I'm still getting used to. I've jumped out of a plane once and I still can't get used to it, but I'm feeling okay for now. Marius has got us covered and I trust him today.
Well, for me, I'm really comfortable, enjoying the flight so far. Yeah, and I'm loving the scene. The views are just amazing. And today is just the perfect weather and everything is just crystal clear.
And it's quite nice being up here because you get to see the snow on top of the mountain.
Amazing.
We're about 4,000 feet above sea level.
Alright, so up on the right here, this is called Wonder Valley. It's a beautiful valley here. We'll see some beautiful waterfalls on our left as we go up towards the main escarpment.
It's really nice to see different colors on the earth right now because you never get these angles when you're down on the floor. So just seeing the green, the brown, and all of the water flowing in between is so beautiful.
Just going down Yonkozana Valley now, down from Vulture Retreat, so we're just north of Gatberg, which is the whole of the mountain in the back there. We're routing down towards the Crystal Beds Ridge for landing.
Coming to the Drakensberg has been amazing. Spiritually, physically, mentally for me, I feel very rejuvenated. There's nothing that beats this, and the views are just amazing. I don't know, it's just been uplifting.
My experience so far in the Drakensberg has been absolutely amazing. I mean, so grateful that I got this opportunity to experience this. And one thing I can take away from this is that I can be comfortable in heights. We've jumped out of trapezes, we've jumped out from high distances, and now we're sitting in a helicopter, and you have to try this once in your lifetime. Thank you, the Insider SA.
All right.
The Drakensberg is one of South Africa's gems, and exploring with personalities like Anthony Sikanadze and Bongs and Ndima makes this KZN destination even more memorable. Stand a chance of winning an unforgettable experience valued at 13,000 Rand, courtesy of KZN Tourism. To find out more, visit theinsidersa.co.za. Next on the Insider SA, see how Capitec and K.O are committed to uplifting communities through the #MakeADifference initiative. Capitec have partnered with philanthropist B.I. Pakati and musician K.O on a mission to #MakeADifference. The campaign aims to pick worthy recipients and organizations that selflessly serve their communities and to provide care packs and assistance to make their lives and daily operations a little bit easier. The first stop, Tumelo Home in Johannesburg.
#MakeADifference is it's an initiative that we started as Capitec in collaboration with B.I. Pakati as well as K.O. Its aim is to really celebrate Capitec's 20 years of existence by extending our love to the community, by using this initiative as a way of really expressing how we as Capitec have been making a difference in the communities that we serve. And we've been doing this for the past 20 years. So as part of the initiative, we've aimed to do 6 good deeds. The deeds are aimed at various initiatives.
Wash away the pain on all your people, 'cause they're caught up in the shackles, only you can free them.
The partnership with Capitec
is something that started early last year. At the beginning of the pandemic, we went and we did a collaboration in the form of a song called Rainbow. So the relationship has just been growing from that point on.
Blue sky and the rainbow when it's over. Don't you forget it, no.
Being part of this campaign is extremely humbling. We are basically just delivering food parcels. There's a handsome donation coming from Capitec and ourselves, and we're just here to offer some support best way we know how.
Seabelo Home, it's a home for children, adults, and youth with severe intellectual and physical disability. We opened our doors in 1996. The founder is a medical doctor by profession. He was serving in Tembisa, Dr. Moses Tindisa. And seeing that some of the parents would bring kids with severe intellectual disability, and a vision was born in him to set up a daycare center. And then unfortunately, some people brought their children and they never came back to fetch them. So we ensure that we provide shelter, we feed them, we care for them. Apart from that, they need rehabilitation. So we have the services of an occupational therapist to take care of that part. Today, it's a great day for Seabelo Home, especially under the circumstances of COVID, as we know. Everybody has gone through a difficult time, including the corporates. To Capitec and K.O. and their partners, we really appreciate. It was unexpected. The donations that they made were really overwhelming and humbling, and they will go a long way to help us to provide the most needed care to these children.
The next port of call was Buhle Malo Home and Daycare in Tembisa, where the crew of caregivers joined forces with NGO Meals on Wheels to provide some relief through another random act of kindness.
As Meals on Wheels, we partnered with a brand such as Capitec because of their values as an organization, reaching the poor, improving their lives through better banking and simplified banking, and touching the lives of people in the community. I started as a volunteer many years ago, and to reach the people in the community and to see the excitement of them receiving assistance really tugs at my heartstrings, and I am a better human being serving my community in which I live in.
Amarok berekile ke batho ba Capitec Bank o re thabisitse mo bile ke sa tsebore nang ke le or ke etseng ba ne ke tshwere bana ba sena le ka dijo ba sena le ka dikobo ka tseno dikobo di tlile mare genga ai re twa feta bile re sa bone re fitile.
Just engaging with the managers of both establishments, you realize the passion that they have for what they do. And you then realize that it's more than a job for them. For them, it's a calling. And we want to really celebrate them. And the whole thing about hashtag making a difference is to challenge every South African to say, how can you join hands and help these organizations that are helping our community to thrive and that are ensuring that they house children that do not have homes, and just basically to bring that hope.
The ambition that I see in some of my fellow Africans who want to make a difference out there in the world. If we are talking about talent, talking about cultural influence, the Western world is actually looking at Africa. So we need to do the best that we can to make sure that we continue harnessing that talent from grassroots. I mean, especially for us as current generation, we need to make sure that the next generation is in better position than ourselves. For everyone that is watching at home, this is something that we hope can also spark some interest in them to also go out there and make a difference in their own communities and help other people. Even with the littlest things, it will make a difference.
If you would like to get behind this campaign and make a difference, you stand a chance of winning a 1,000 Rand cash prize to go toward a worthy cause. Simply reply to the competition post on the insidersa.co.za social media platforms and nominate your chosen charity using hashtag #MakeADifference. T's and C's apply and can be found on the Insider SA website. For more information on the competitions and prizes featured in this week's show, head over to theinsidersa.co.za. Join us again next week as we celebrate the feeling of fabrics. Get more of the Insider SA online. Follow, connect, engage, and be inspired to live better with the Insider SA. Watch the show Monday evenings at 5:30. Repeat Saturday at 1 on S3.